Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Beavers offense will take the first swing of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
He's got an open man. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Beavers have their offense in high gear. Now from inside the red zone. Got the back over the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the seventh play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Here's the pressure. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Marshall Thundering Herd has the ball for the first time, and their offense will go to work. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The quick out. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He's in open space downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. First down for this offense. Might as well give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hurd!
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Beavers can really attack on this second and short. Off play action. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to let one fly down the middle. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Marshall takes over the ball. The thundering Herd offense coming. Turning it on! The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job. Getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. The give out of the gun.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Looking for a crease to the left. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. He's got it on the run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, thundering Herd.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Jones. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. The Beavers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Beavers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Pocket breaking down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's best.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Looking to throw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. From the gun, wants to pass. Big guy smells it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's got him. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Smith. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lofts one high and deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And you will always remember your 1st. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the 1st INT. Keep the football, brother. The 1st of many big-time plays for this guy.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Heaves it deep. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Best. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the move at the 30. There he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Beavers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He's got it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want him to be physical.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on third and short. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Thundering Herd needing less than a yard here on third down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes a connection. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Marshall might try to catch this defense thinking run here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The RPO, it's complete.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll leave it with him. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. The Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Direct snap. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The give to the back. He's out past the 35. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Reads it, fires complete. Across the 25, he's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Herd! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. And he was off to the... Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. Unloads to the right. It's caught. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wide receiver going in motion. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Quick strike through the air for the score. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Beavers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Converts on 4th down, still going. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Jones. Cross. Give to the running back. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking downfield on first down. He goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't pick up anything, but he did save a few seconds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. He's got the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He'll pull it down. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound.